started following her around the country, watching her play softball. And we were living in hotels and renting lots and lots of cars. Well, as you can imagine, that started to get quite expensive. So Todd and I were open to ways of saving money on travel. So Mr. David Hart, the owner of Travorium, we've known for many, many years, and he told Todd that we had to check out the new travel product he had. So we decided to give it a try. And sure enough, we started saving 40%, 50%, and sometimes even 70% off on our hotels. So we started asking the other parents on the team what was the rate they were paying at these hotels we were staying at. And when we shared our rate, they wanted to know how they could get the same. So as we continue to share our story with other sports parents, friends, and family, our team began to spread. And before we joined Travorium, we only knew one person outside the United States who lives in Canada. But as we continued to share our story, our team has now grown to over 80 plus countries. And that is just what's so amazing about this product we have. We just share with other people, how we are saving money on travel. And it has literally changed our lives, because before joining Travorium, I had a corporate job that I had worked 20 years. I was a store manager for Kohl's department store, and I worked a lot of hours. It took a toll on my health, a toll on our family, but I was able to walk away from that income a few years ago when my husband and I 10 times what we were making at my job, what we were making with Travorium. So now I get to travel the world with him, and we show other families how they can do the same.
Yeah, guys, it's become the most incredible thing. I mean, to think that today all we do is we travel, vacation, have fun. And it seems like the more fun we have, the more money we make. And guys, I would admit that is totally backwards. I mean, back when we used to work our tails off, we're living paycheck to paycheck. Today, all we're doing is having fun, and they just keep giving us more, right? And I promise you, it is not us. It is nothing special that we did. As my wife mentioned, we barely speak one language, didn't know anybody outside the United States. It is the power of showing people how to do the one thing they have always dreamed of doing their entire life at a price they never knew was remotely possible. And that idea spreads from person to person to person. And as it spreads, so will your income. And it's gotten to the place now where it's not just Gina and I making over $1 million a year. You've got now Eager and Larissa, they're over $1 million a year. We're probably going to double in size this year. So we're going to probably, we could end the year with, 4 families over $1 million a year. At the moment, we got 4 families over 500 grand a year, 20 families in that $250,000 a year, about 100 families in that 10 grand a month, thousands and thousands and thousands of families that are making anywhere from, 8 grand a month to 5,000 a month to 2,000 a month to 500 a month, families that are earning free travel. And so again, our company's just doing incredible things. That's just, lifting people all over the world, 81 different countries. So I'm going to upload my PowerPoint. We're going to go through the nitty gritty. I'm a huge believer in what I call documentation over conversation. And so sometimes I overprove my case, right? You're going to see me pound on my desk and prosecute this case, but I want you guys to have all of the facts and understand that we're going to verify everything we're going to talk about tonight. And we're not going to ask anyone here to buy anything on the faith deal, okay? We're going to show it to you, again, open up the back office so you can see it with your own eyes. Seeing is believing. You're going to know that that we're bringing a new model to the single largest industry in the world. Now, our company's about to begin its 14th year in business. We'll do that in just about 5 weeks. And the company has paid out, as I mentioned earlier, $72 million in commissions. We're in 81 different countries. We have offices on 3 different continents. We have an office in Temecula, California, an office in Madrid, Spain, and an office in Almaty, Kazakhstan. The company has customer service in multiple languages. We have customer service 24 hours a day for travel customers. And even for our partners, we have customer support 20 hours a day because we're in so many regions of the world and we have offices all over the world. That incredible couple you see there on the screen, those are our founders. That is Miss Adela Hart, Mr. David Hart. They are world-class entrepreneurs. In fact, Mr. David Hart was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine. He helped pioneer the mobile car washing industry in Southern California. I mean, he's one of those guys that, out there dreaming stuff up, inventing stuff, and changing industries. And guess what, guys? He's doing it again. But this time, it's not with mobile car washing. This time, it's in the single largest industry in the world. The one thing everybody wants to do, travel. And we're showing customers how they can do it not only for less, We're showing customers how they can earn free travel and how they can partner with our company and turn fun into fortune. Now, the travel industry, by the way, happens to be currently twice the size as the oil industry. And according to Bloomberg Finance, it's booming and it's going to grow by roughly $6 trillion in the next 9 years. Well, guys, the entire oil industry does less than 5 trillion. So travel is not only twice the size as oil right now, it's going to grow by more money in the next 9 years than the oil industry even does. And I only bring that up so that you know that, man, if we only capture the tiniest little tiny sliver of this market, it's enough to retire you, your kids, and grandkids for life. So as you watch our presentation, the question is not whether or not we can get everyone to like it. The question is, do you think there's a small sliver of the market who's going to say, wow, you know what? I like the way these guys are doing it versus the way that it's currently been done. Again, you don't need everybody. You just need a tiny little sliver. Now, when it comes to our company, when you get involved with our membership, you're going to have the ability to book it better than travel agent rates on hotels, resorts, cruises, car rentals, parks, tours, activities, shopping, dining, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets. You're going to the movies, Six Flags, or you're going to Disney. Oh, you're eating out. Oh, you're going to a Broadway show. My wife and I saved $150 on our Broadway tickets when we were in New York back in November or December. I mean, guys, again, there's so many ways to save money. You're going to hear from people tonight that are saving over $10,000 a year with our membership. Now, I want you to realize that our memberships, guys, cost nothing. I mean, it's a joke what we charge. In fact, the membership's so small, you're saving thousands of dollars more than it even cost. And we have 3 levels of membership. But even if you bought the biggest membership we have, the biggest one, the one that's going to give you a mind-bending, unbelievable vacation every 6 to 7 months. You're going to be at like the Ritz-Carlton, the Grand Hyatt, the JW Marriott. There's no blackout dates. There's no lack of places to go. You can book 24/7, 365, cancel anytime you wish. This has none of the hoops and loops with anything else you may have seen before. This is a brand new model and people love it. If you were going to design it yourself, this is how you design it, okay? So you're going to get that kind of a vacation every 6 to 7 months. And guys, the biggest membership we have that gives you all that only costs $135 a month. Well, if I'm saving $5,000 or $10,000 a year, who cares about $135 a month? But if I'm saving thousands of dollars more than it even costs for the membership, what are you paying for the membership? And people are like, well, nothing. And if you're getting 2 vacations a year with that membership, what are you paying for the vacations? Well, nothing. There it is. That's just the first way. We're going to show you how you can not only travel the world for less, but how you can, in fact, travel the world without tapping into the already stretched family budget. That is a new idea. You can't do that at Booking.com. You can't do that at Expedia. You can't do that at Trivago. That is a new idea, and people absolutely love it. Now, when you book with our company, know this, you are absolutely positively guaranteed to save money every single time. In fact, if you can find a rate lower than ours on any public site, not only will we match that rate, we'll refund 10% of your money. Now, from there, I want to get into what I call the documentation over conversation side of our business. And again, I am going to go live in our back office at the end. I'll open up Expedia, open up our site. We'll do a side-by-side. But what you're going to see is exactly what you see here on the screen, because this is nothing more than a screenshot of a live that I did, okay? And so that's Expedia on the right. That's us on the left. And I know it's on a PowerPoint. I know it's a little small. Some of you may have to zoom in. Some of us may have to put on our readers and get a little close. But if you look, oh, okay, that's the same hotel. That's the same date. That's the same room. That's the same everything except for the price. And you're like, hold on, wait a minute. How could this even be the same place? You guys are $2,000 less. How are you guys getting a better rate than Expedia? And guys, the answer to that question is we don't. We don't have a better rate than Expedia. $2,300 is the rate. That is the published travel agent rate. Expedia chose to mark it up to $4,400. And then these guys went out and bought up every single travel site you can think of. They own them all. So when you go from site to site to site, believing you're price shopping, they're just sitting back laughing going, I wonder who they're going to choose. Because the money's coming to the same place no matter who you choose, okay? Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a huge believer in the documentation over conversation. I don't want you to take my word for what I just said. I want you to hear from NBC News investigative reports so you understand how the travel industry actually works.
If you go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal, you may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of one or two companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company. Many savvy travelers look for the best hotel deals online.
I usually look at sites that kind of claim to have the best deals.
It seems like there's a lot of competition.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. And I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by one of two companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time, and Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking sites.
All right, guys, you got to hear from NBC News investigative reports directly that two companies own every travel site you can think of, and going to the hotel directly isn't going to help you either, right? And so again, this is what the travel industry looks like. If you look on the right, that's Expedia, $5,000. If you look on the left, that's us. It's the same room, the same date, the same bed, the same pillow, the same towels, the same shower, the same everything. The only thing different is the price. And you look at that price, you're like, you got to be kidding me. These guys marked it up $3,000. I mean, at some level, that should infuriate you. I mean, how many moms and dads dream of going out to California? Man, we're going to take our kids. We're going to Disneyland. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to go to the zoo. We're going to go to the Sea World. And mama's like, we ain't going anywhere. Why? Because you got some internet site jacking the price up, making travel untenable for the average person. And guys, that ends tonight. We're bringing a brand new model, showing people how they can book at the true travel agent rate. What we're doing as a company is we're bringing what I call the Netflix model. If you think about Netflix, Netflix doesn't make money selling movies. Netflix makes money selling a membership, a monthly subscription that allows you to watch an unlimited number of movies. Guys, we don't make money selling travel. We make money selling a membership that allows you to book travel at $1,900 instead of $5,000. Hence, you're saving a bloody fortune. Now, if you're somebody who travels once every 4 years, you only go to grandma's house, you have no desire to travel, you have no desire to make money, you're better off at Expedia. But if you're like the rest of us, man, I do want to travel, I want to go places, we are going to save you a fortune, not if, not maybe. Now, just so you know, we also have cruises, 44 different cruise lines. Their price, our price, it's the same story all over again. I can sit here and do this all night long. I can go hotel by hotel, rental car by rental car, cruise ship by cruise ship, resort by resort, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets, eating out, buying laptops. Guys, we're going to save you money on cell phones, insurance. There's so many ways you save money back there. You're saving more money than you're spending. Hence, you're traveling the world without tapping into the already stretched family budget. Now, let me show you the kinds of vacations that you're going to be going on with our company. And again, I want to stress that we are not a timeshare. We are the anti-timeshare. Guys, you can join our company for peanuts. You can cancel anytime you wish. You just hit the button cancel. You don't have to talk to anybody. There's a great big button, hit cancel. You never hear from us again. Okay, there is no blackout dates. You don't have to go to any stupid presentations. You don't have to become a travel agent. None of that. There's no lack of places to go. Guys, we have over 500,000 weeks in the back office. You can book right this very second, just in our getaway section alone. By the way, that's almost in the United States alone. And there you can go get a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, full kitchen, living room, dining room, flat screen TV. I mean, whatever kind of place you're looking for. You can get a studio. I mean, we got so much inventory. There's thousands and thousands of trips to choose from that you can book 24/7, 365. Again, no blackout dates. Book anytime you wish. Now, I'm going to show you some of the kinds of vacations you're going to be going on. This is a place my wife and I went to. This is a getaway. We were here 7 nights, 8 days, by the way, for nothing. This one's free. So this is a place called Garza Blanca. It's in Cabo San Lucas. Now, we just had the studio. We didn't have the 1-bedroom or the 2-bedroom with the full kitchen. We just had the studio here, right, which is why it was free. But you know, we paid $0, 0 cents. There's my wife on the balcony, right? And guys, you can see this place. It's 5-star. absolutely gorgeous, multiple restaurants. They got the swim up bar down there, all the palm trees, all the different, swimming pools. Up on the roof, they have a restaurant, an infinity pool, and they design this place in a way where it channels the sound. You can literally, you'll leave the door open all day, all night. You can lay on your bed and it sounds like you're laying on the beach and you hear the waves crash. You never get tired of that sound. And again, 7 nights, 8 days, we paid nothing, nada, goose egg, zip, zilch, cero dinero. It translates in every language. If it's for free, it's for me. And guys, that's the kind of thing you're going to be going on again once every 6 to 7 months. Go pick the trip you like the best. You want to go to the Canary Islands? You can get a 5-star for $1 per night. You want to go to Cabo San Lucas, but this time I want the full kitchen. I want the living room, the separate bedroom. Well, that's not free, but it's going to cost you $149 a night. No. Per person? No. $149 total price. You want to go get a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, full kitchen, living room, dining room. I got the fireplace in the living room, the jacuzzi tub in the master suite. Mom and dad have their own bedroom. The kids have their own bedroom. It's only cost you $142 right outside of the Disney park. You want to, by the way, go on one of our world tours. This is the signature thing we do. Now, the world tours, they're at preset date, preset destination. And we have anywhere from 10 to 18 of these per month. We're going to have over 220 this year alone, okay? And I'm going to show you the world tours when we go to the back office. You're going to see them live. You can see how you book them, all that kind of stuff. But what makes the world tour so special is that they're always at 4 and 5-star resorts. Almost always there's food involved, okay? And it's not just about the place and the price, okay? So when you go here, for example, let me just show you a place. My wife and I came here. This is in Cancun. This is a 5-star resort, okay? All the food, all the drinks, all the booze, everything included. There's my wife on the balcony, right? We're ocean front, obviously, okay? So this is everything. This is a 5-star gourmet. So this isn't buffet food. This is gourmet. And I mean, you can see this incredible place. You have the city view. We had the sunset. Check this out. We had a jacuzzi tub on our balcony. I mean, guys, when you're sitting there in the jacuzzi tub, watching the sun go down with the breeze in your hair, it's going to be a good night, okay? Anyway, so there's my wife drinking champagne. Where'd she get the champagne? It was in our room when we arrived. I mean, this is our living room area. We had 2 bathrooms, 2 balconies, 2 TVs, and we paid like $399 to be here. And guys, the best part of the entire program wasn't even the place and the location. We had people from all over the world who came to this exact same resort at the exact same time. And you're going to meet all these other people who are just like you. Now, I want to be clear. None of them will know who you are unless you tell them, okay? So you can go there and have do my own thing. I don't even know those people. But if you're like a lot of us, you're going to see people wearing that Travorium shirt like I have on, or they got the Travorium water bottle, or they got the Travorium hat. You got my buddy Al Diaz there in his Travorium Speedo. You got my buddy C. Anthony with his Travorium backpack, right? And you're going to say, oh, man, you're part of Travorium. Where are you from? And you're going to meet people from 81 different countries. And when you meet people who are just like you, from people who play from places you never even heard of. I'm from Uzbekistan. Really? Where's that at? I'm from Papua New Guinea. I'm from the Solomon Islands. You name it. I'm from Latvia. I'm from Romania. I'm from Spain. I'm from the UK. I'm from France. I'm from Belgium. I'm from Turkey. I'm from the Philippines. I'm from Singapore. I'm from Argentina. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Colombia. I'm from Canada. I'm from Texas. They think they're their own country. I'm from Texas, right? So anyway, I mean, guys, you're going to meet people and you're going to be having a conversation that feels like 4 minutes. And you look down, it's been 44 minutes. And you go around the corner, you meet somebody else, and it's the same thing. And you're like, oh my gosh, these are the greatest people in the world. Yeah, because they're people just like you. And when you meet people just like you, the energy's infectious. By the time you leave, you're going to be hugging people. I love you, man. And you're going to be exchanging social media information. And you're going to end up with friends in every country in the world. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is just so freaking cool. Not only am I traveling the world basically for free, okay? Not only am I traveling without tapping into the already stretched family budget, not only am I going to some of the nicest places, the Grand Hyatt, the Ritz-Carlton, the JW Marriott, but I'm also meeting some of the coolest people on the planet. And now I got friends all over the world. I mean, this is just awesome. Here's a place, Crete, Greece. It's 5 days, $179 is your total price. All the food, all the drinks, all the booze, everything included. This is my friend Hillary. She actually went to this place. You guys can see her video right here. In fact, we might have Hillary on here tonight before we're all said and done. I got to turn her sound up real quick. Give me a second, and we'll play Hillary's video right now.
Hello, I just arrived at Crete, Greece. I have to show you my room. It's unbelievable.
So remember, she paid $179. This includes all the food, all the drinks, all the booze, and here she is sitting oceanfront in Crete, Greece for $179. Now, guys, be honest. You can't stay home for 5 days for $179. Okay? I mean, you can't go out to eat anywhere for $179, but you could be in Crete, Greece, all the food, all the drinks, all the booze, oceanfront, living the life for $179. This is a place my wife and I went to in Sicily, Italy. This is the Grand Palladium, beautiful resort, all the food, all the drinks, all the booze. Here we are again, oceanfront, right? You're like, Todd, how come you guys have all these oceanfront rooms? Guys, when oceanfront's for free, it's definitely for me, okay? Here we were in Vail, Colorado. This is a 5-star ski resort. Guys, this is not the lobby. This is my room, okay? It's huge. I mean, look at this place. There's my wife, Gina, down there, right? We got the fireplace right there. Guys, I took a picture of the back of my door. The rooms here at the Grand Hyatt go for $1,700 a night. Remember this, because when I go to our back office live, I'm going to pull up this exact place. And I want you to, when you get to go for $500, you're like, wait a minute. Those rooms go for $1,700 a night. By the way, and the breakfast is $96 a day. How do I know? We were just there 5 months ago. It's $96 a day for the breakfast. You're there 5 days, beautiful room, 5-star, nicest ski resort in the world. With breakfast included, you're going to pay like $500. And the best part's not even that. The best part's all of the other people you're going to meet from all over the world, all over the country. You're going to have some of the best friends that you're going to be hanging out with. If you want to go to, again, places all over the world, incredible places, Venice, Italy, $259. You want to go to Dubai, $7 for a 5-star. You know, you're going to be there 7 days, breakfast included. You want to go to Montego Bay? You're sitting there oceanfront, all the food, all the drinks, all the booze, 5-star, you and your spouse for less than $600. You want to go to Las Vegas, Nevada? You can be there in Vegas for $50 a night. You want to go to the beaches of Hawaii, $100 a day. You want to go to Manhattan? My wife and I were just there. Remember, we mentioned we went to the Broadway show. This is the famous Knickerbocker Hotel, and the rooms go for $800 a night. You're there for $400, not per night, not per person, $400. That covers all 5 days, breakfast included. You want to go to, by the way, my wife and I are doing a training here, July 1st through July 4th. So if you guys want to come to this, it's in your back office. You can book it. This is the Ritz-Carlton. And you guys can see here, it was awarded as one of the nicest hotels on the entire freaking planet. I mean, this place is out of this world. I mean, if you want to launch your business, come here. Because not only are you going here, you got breakfast and dinner included at the Ritz-Carlton. They're not serving Fruit Loops for breakfast, okay? You got this unbelievable breakfast, unbelievable dinner, 5 days. My wife and I are going to be training the entire time while we're there. And you're going to come here for, guys, like $400. I mean, $100 a day, a night, to be in one of the nicest hotels in the world with breakfast and dinner included. This is the kind of place where you're bragging at your camera. You're kind of going, nah, 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 nah. Look where I'm at. So you're, showing people where you're at, posting on social media, and that's going to get people asking questions. You want to go to the Maldives? By the way, when you're in Qatar, the Maldives are not far from there. You can hop on a plane, hop over, get the private bungalow. In fact, my wife and I think when we leave the Maldives, we're going to go here for a few days and hang out. So guys, we got this kind of stuff all over the world. We have 3 levels of membership. Hey, guys, this isn't some big membership. You want the small? It's $69 to get started and $50 a month. What am I getting for $50 a month? I'm booking it better than travel agent rates. I'm going to get better than travel agent rates on hotels, resorts, rental cars, cruises, shopping, dining, show tickets, saving money on cell phones, insurance. We got a buddy that just bought a laptop for his wife, saved $800 on the laptop. There's birthday stuff you can do back there. There's so many ways. We got people saving $5,000 a year, $10,000 a year. I'm going to go to some of those people in just a moment. You want the medium membership. It's $22 more per month. What am I getting for the extra $22? How about one amazing vacation every 10 months? For $22 extra dollars, man, I'm going on vacation to the kind of places I'm showing you once every 10 months. Then we have our platinum. 95% of our sales come at a platinum, $269 one time, and then it's $135 a month. What am I getting for that $135 per month? How about I'm going on vacation 2 times every 12 to 14 months, nicest places in the world. I'm probably saving way more money than I'm spending because I'm saving money in all the ways I already described. And oh, by the way, if I go tell 3 other people how they can travel for less, how they can earn free travel, how they can partner with the company and make some money, I'm not even paying for the membership. If I tell 3 people at that moment, I'm now earning more than I'm spending, and they take my membership straight out of my commissions, it's not even coming off my credit card. So now I got a membership saving me thousands and thousands of dollars a year. I'm going to 2 amazing vacations every year, and I'm not even paying for the darn thing. And then you say, well, Todd, tell me about the money making side. That's a $99 decision. You get the replicated website, your ID number, the back office, the tracking, the training. You get Travorium University, and then you go see your local tax professional. And you find out because you have a home-based travel business, you can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel. Did I mention travel? One more time, travel, entertainment, cell phones, miles on your automobile. Guys, I'm not a tax pro. Do me a favor. I want you to Google home business tax advantages. Go to ChatGPT. Can I save some money by having a home-based travel business? I want you to go to Barnes and Nobles or Amazon and buy a best-selling book on home business tax advantages. I want you to call up a local tax professional tomorrow. Most of them will give you an appointment for free, the initial consultation, and you go down there and say, hey, if I open up a home-based travel business, ballpark, how much money do you think I can save on taxes? And you're going to watch them smile like the Cheshire Cat. They're like, are you kidding me? You're probably going to save roughly $400 to $500 a month in taxes. Real money in your pocket. Yeah, but they suddenly got to join this membership for $135. Your own CPA is like, hello, you're spending $135 for your home business, but you're saving $400 to $500 a month in taxes. You're saving 4 times as much in taxes as it even costs for the membership. Whose side are you on, right? And again, go verify it. I beg you to go verify that with your own tax pro. Again, documentation, not conversation. I want you to know that you know that you know. This is not about spending money. This is about making money. This is about saving money. This is about living the life you've always dreamed of living without tapping into the already stretched family budget. And can you think of a few other friends who might want to do the same thing? Because if you can share this with them and you can begin to build a business that creates a residual income. And so our model is very simple, a model called incentivized sharing. We give our customers an unbelievable deal. We don't spend tens of millions wasting money on advertising on television. We give the customer a great deal, and then we give the customer the incentive to share their savings online, share their savings on social media, share their savings with their friends and family. And as it spreads from person to person, so and your customer base gets bigger, so will your check. And guys, today, everything spreads via social media. Everything. A movie comes out, they might advertise the movie before it comes out. Once that movie comes out, they quit advertising. Why? Because it doesn't matter what we say on TV anymore. It's all going to be based on what everybody who initially went and saw the movie opening weekend, it's going to be based on the things they're saying, the social media buzz, whether that movie's going to be a hit or going to be a bust, okay? Everything spreads via social media. By the way, all of you have done this before. You just did it for free. Now, how many of you are on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, and of course, every hand's going up. Half the world's population's on that platform. Now, Mark Zuckerberg, okay, who owns Meta, owns Facebook, he's never, ever, ever advertised, ever. How do you get half the world's population to sign up for your platform when you've never advertised? And you think back and you're like, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I told my friends, who told their friends, who told their friends, and it spread around the world, and Mark got rich. In fact, Mark is now the 2nd richest man in the world. In fact, he just bought a $300 million fishing boat. Now, he calls it a yacht, but where I'm from, they call that a fishing boat, right? He bought a $300 million fishing boat. Mark got rich. You did all the work. You told your friends, you told their friends. You got nothing, and Mark got rich. I mean, who signed you up on that program, right? Guys, all we're doing is say, look, just share your savings. Be authentic. Show people, man, I booked it for half the price, right? Man, look at this place I just went to at the Ritz-Carlton. I only paid a few $100 to be there. I mean, just share your authentic story, and you're going to watch it spread from person to person. And as it does, you're going to be able to tap into some incredible income. And I want to show you what that looks like. Now, who thinks that tapping into this kind of money is a good idea? This guy. His name is Warren Buffett. He happens to be the smartest guy on the planet when it comes to money, the 5th richest man in the world. And this is his quote: "Unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die." Now, it's a pretty abrasive statement, right? If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until the day you die. Why would he say something so bold? Because the rules have changed, guys. The old model that said go to school, get good grades, get a job, get a degree, it's all going to be okay. It ain't going to be okay. It ain't going to be okay, and all of you know that. That's why the fastest growing segment of the global economy is the gig economy. How many people are driving Uber, driving Lyft, driving DoorDash, driving Instacart? They're doing Airbnb. They're doing Amazon, eBay. They're doing TikTok videos, YouTube videos, doing all kinds of crazy things because the old model is not getting it done. I can't make enough money. In fact, guys, I was born in 1970, graduated high school in 1989. And when I was a kid, I grew up with those TV shows where one person working, they had a great house, great cars, great vacations, great life. No one was worried about paying the bills. Nobody was worried about getting laid off with AI. You go to work for the same company, be there your entire life, get promoted along the way, eventually retire, and you got this great pension that came in until the day you died. Now, that sounds like a black and white TV run today, right? Because that is far from the reality, but that's in my lifetime. We've gone from one person working to today. You got mom and dad working full time. They're driving Uber on the weekend, and 7 out of 10, 70% are not even middle class. If you guys can Google this, documentation over conversation, go to ChatGPT. What is the average household income in the United States? $80,000. And if you want to be middle class, it requires an income of 120 grand. It's not like they're $1,000 upside down. They're 40,000 upside down, and the gap is getting wider every year. You cannot solve the problem driving Uber. You have to solve the problem the way Warren is showing you right here. Unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. We're showing people how to do that in the single largest industry in the world, the travel industry. And oh, by the way, who else thinks this is a good idea? This guy here on the screen, his name is Richard Branson. He owns Virgin Airlines, Virgin Galactic, putting people in space. He's a billionaire. And guys, he was the keynote speaker at the convention that kind of governs our industry a few years ago, saying, guys, you can like it or you can hate it. Doesn't matter. This is the direction things are going. You want to be right or do you want to be rich? Let me say it again. You want to be right or do you want to be rich? Because this is the direction things are going. So let me show you what residual income looks like. Here on the screen, this is Pastor Guy Taylor. He's out of Memphis, Tennessee. Him and I share a birthday. He was born October 5th, so was I. And Pastor Guy, he had a lot of health issues. He needed a kidney transplant, and he was in the ICU and had some things going on. But he got healthy enough. He got out, signed up in our company. I went and told 3 people, got himself some free vacations. He was traveling and having fun, and his friends and family are like, man, you're going to all these great places. I mean, what are you doing? It's because I got this travel thing going. They're like, can we come do it with you? And they're like, yeah. So he signed up 4 people, put 2 on his left, 2 on his right, just build 2 legs straight down. Well, those 4 people all went out traveling and saving money. They're posting on social media, bragging how, man, look where I'm at. Look at the price I paid, right? And they're doing this kind of thing, right? Well, the next thing you know, I mean, they tell a couple people each, hey, can we come do it with you? And we want to sign up for that thing. So the customer base became 8 customers on the left leg and 8 customers on the right leg. No big deal. Okay. Pastor Guy told 4 people. They told a couple people each. Now he's got 8 customers over here, 8 customers over here. And the company's paying him $550 a month. Well, those 8 customers were traveling and having fun, posting on social media, bragging about where they went, bragging about what they paid. Right?